what the borrower is telling about themselves, like what market they operate, what kind of customers.
How should you approach Kilde's investments when you're a brand new investor and you're ready to get started?
Even deeper, go into the information memorandum which we have with every deal.
Hello and welcome back to Kilde Talks Finance. My name is Johanna and we are here with Radek, our CEO and co-founder. And today we're going to cover a topic that is a truly frequently asked question amongst our investor. Because we're growing and a lot of new active investors are looking at the platform, we see some of the questions coming back like, how do I get started? What do I need to do? I see all these new tranches. How should I think around this? So Radek, from a little bit of a macro perspective, what is the answer to these questions? How should you approach Kilde's investments when you're a brand new investor and you're ready to get started?
Thank you very much for the question, Johanna. So I assume that you already have funded your wallet on the Kilde platform. For those who haven't done it, so you can send a fast payment from another Singaporean bank. You can use a Pay Now as well, and you can use Swift transfer if you are outside Singapore. And once you have the money in the wallet is in different currencies. We currently support Singapore dollar, US dollar, and euros. So you need to have money in that currency of the deal. The deals are typically in Singapore dollar or US dollar. If you have the wrong currency, then you can use the currency exchange functionality to swap the currency into the desired one. So I assume you have it, and you are deciding about which deal to invest. Then I suggest that you go into the top of the investments and look at the deals and borrowers. Maybe go after the borrowers like first, because borrowers, they tend to have multiple deals. So once you are convinced about the borrower, then you can wait for the upcoming deal with the borrower and invest into that.
Maybe I'll take on this point. It's quite a good tip that, well, to Radek's point there, that we typically launch multiple tranches for each borrower. So when you look at a transaction, you don't necessarily need to wait till the launch date to see the legal documentation and the key financial data for that borrower on the platform. You can start a little early and go back into historical transactions, see the deals that we've done already for this specific borrower, and get a good feel for what they're about and what the financials look like.
Exactly. And to show this borrower, what I will look at, go into one of the deals and look at the fact sheet. There's a small fact sheet in each of the deals, and it's showing the interest rate, which is sometimes referred as a return or as a yield. I look at the maturity. Look at the early redemption frequency. It means how often can I request my principal back. And look at the rating. The higher rating, it means the better credit quality and the lesser risk into the investments. And if you want then go even deeper than that, then in the same page of the deal, you have an information memorandum and you have a presentation. So I would start with the presentation. Download the presentation, look what the borrower is telling about themselves, like what market they operate, what kind of customers they have. Usually this presentation have a high level financials as well, and it's demonstrating the growth of the portfolio, the overall situation with the borrower. Even deeper, go into the information memorandum which we have with every deal. An information memorandum is a section on financial statements, and we put there the full financial statement for several periods. So there's an income statement, there's a balance sheet, there's a cash flow statement, There's many other things. What I usually look at when I talk to the investor, I will recommend them an investment. So there are three parameters I look at. This is the size of the underlying loan portfolio of our borrower. So loan portfolio, because our borrowers are lending companies themselves. So this is on the asset side, is the size of the portfolio. I would say the larger the better, but also the larger borrowers with the larger assets, they tend to offer lower yield to our investors. So there's a balance to it. Second, I look at the net profit, how much profit they actually make, and I do relate it to the size of the portfolio. That one depends a little bit on the type of business they are running. So the shorter term lending businesses tend to have a higher proportion of the profit related to the portfolio. The more capital intense and the longer tenure products, they tend to have the ratio lower, like car loans are longer, requires more capital, and therefore the profitability per portfolio is lesser. And the third element I look at is the level of non-performing loans in the underlying portfolio of our borrower, and that's quite helpful, like, to understand. Usually in the presentations the borrowers offer a comparison where they stand in relation to the wider market. So they might say, I have a 3.5% level of non-performing loans in my books, but the overall market is like 4% something, so I'm below the market because I'm underwriting a better deal, so I have a better technology, I have a better collection. So those are the main things to look at. So to repeat, because it was a long speech, look at the fact sheet first, then presentation is a bit more information, and information memorandum has the complete, give you the complete picture.
Oh, super. And then maybe I can finish off with a bit of a tip as well, because we announce all the new tranches that we launch on email, and we do these new tranches about one time a week. And sometimes for more popular tranches, they disappear really, really fast, or they fill very fast. And then typically what we encourage new investors to do as well is to make sure that your wallet is funded, make sure it's funded in the correct currency. So if it's a Singaporean dollar tranche that's about to list, don't sit on USD dollars, then you're going to have to convert it on the platform, and then be ready for the listing so you can participate. So thank you very much, Radek. That's a good overview. And any other questions, let us know in the comments, and we'll get back to them next week. Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.